You already know, Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. I want to get right into it today, folks. I don't know what it was, but just something popped in my feed on my YouTube channel this morning where it was all about Under Armour and how they got started, and I got to watching a couple of the old clips, and this story kind of brought me back to how you engage. I want to ask you, this is the question I want to ask you, all right? How are you changing the perspective, all right? Not necessarily changing changing a product or changing necessarily or doing something new or creating some brand new thing, because a lot of people think Under Armour is the only company that puts out tight, stretchy t-shirts, when in fact, they are not the only company that puts out tight, stretchy t-shirts. They're the only company that launched with that product and then grew from there. But tight, stretchy t-shirts, compression performance t-shirts have been around long before Under Armour, but they changed the way people think about it. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let me give you an example. I'll give you an example and then we'll go from there, all right? I want to say it was around 2013 or something like that, back when I was home for Christmas. I was in Maryland. I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland. I was in Maryland for Christmas, right? And the NBA had their Christmas game, their Christmas Day special. And I believe it was the Miami Heat versus the Lakers. And they had tight, stretchy t-shirts. It wasn't normally like the sleeveless t-shirts that you normally see in the NBA. It was an actual compression t-shirt, right? And I remember I was watching the game with my sister and my father, and my father said something like, "Oh, well, will the NBA, they have it Under Armour material now?" And in my mind, I was thinking, when in fact, he's thinking that it's Under Armour material because it's tight, stretchy t-shirts, when in fact, it is Adidas. It is specifically Adidas. So I remember Adidas had that contract with the NBA at that time. You see what I'm saying? Because Under Armour focused on their niche. They focused on putting out tight, stretchy t-shirts, focused on football players, focused on making sure our athletes were the perception of what we do. Now everyone thinks, even though it says Adidas, actually I'll put a clip in this video, it says Adidas on the logo. Every time someone sees a tight, stretchy t-shirt, they think it's Under Armour. Again, teamwork. First of all, they made sure they marketed with the right people. They put the clothes in listen, I can go on a tangent when it comes to the Under Armour brand because I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland. I will advise you, I will direct you before I go any further to make sure you order a copy of the Six-Figure Athlete, where I take a deeper dive into a lot of the things that I learned just by being a part of their brand, or not being a part of their brand, but seeing their brand from the consumer's perspective and things of that nature, all right? And dive deeper, take a deeper dive into my world. Make sure you download the Move Swiftly podcast. It's available on all streams and all those kinds of things. And in your mind, the biggest takeaway for you, as I close out this video, how are you changing the perception for a mass group of audience? All right, I'll close you out with this, because I watch a lot of Kevin playing tapes or videos and things like that. He said the best advice he ever got as an entrepreneur, he said someone told him, "Look, kid, find out if your product can sell and do it faster and do it better than anyone else. Patents and lawyers and logos and all that other kind of stuff, that place is important. There's a time and a place for that, but you will not win the battle of public opinion in the courtroom." Straight up. And I'll drop the mic with that, all right? Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will before I even officially close out, make sure you inquire about the hiring seminars that'll be starting up next month, September 24th and 25th, and it'll be monthly, the last weekend of every month and things like that. So make sure you inquire. And this is for employees, potential employees, and potential employers. This is for both of you guys, all right? Anyway, Aswand Cruickshank, again, there'll be more information coming out on that as well. But Aswand Cruickshank, check it out. Your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.